London, she ain't just fog and soot. No, mate, she's teeth, claws and sin. And nowhere wears it like the streets where girls like Lyla walk. Barefoot, hungry, but sharper than a cutthroat's blade. Welcome to the underbelly, where flesh is currency, and every step can cost your life.
I walk these streets, I see faces, I see hunger, I see hope. Sometimes faint, sometimes gone, but I survive. And if you want to know the truth of London, the dark, the grimy, the filthy heart, you follow me, you watch, you learn, you remember. I were 12 when I learnt the truth. A coin in your hand or a knife in your back. Comfort ain't given, it's taken. And London, she don't care if you're just a slip of a girl or a hardened wench. You either survive or you're nothing but bones in the mud.
Life, her story's like many others. Begged, stolen, sold. And if the men don't pay, well, they scream theft and the law puts you in a cage. Newgate knows her kind well.
Covent Garden, Love Lane, St Giles. These streets smell of ale, sweat and despair. A girl's trade depends on her wits. The young ones, barely 14, hawk their bodies to put bread in their bellies. The older, cunning ones, well, they pick up gold from gentlemen that the priests would pray off their souls. We work the alleys, the houses, the inns. Some turn a coin, some a smile. But every night we take what we can and survive. And let me tell ye, it weren't just the streets. Even in Newgate the work don't stop. We beat hemp, pump water, sometimes just to earn a scrap of gruel. But we don't beg, we take.
Lila's not like the others. She bargains, she plays her cards, and she ain't scared to spill a gentleman's secrets for another sovereign.
The smell, aye, it's thick. We wash if we can, but the water's foul, the soap's rare. Men, some fancy they're clean, but they stink worse than the Thames after a flood. You keep yourself, your body, your mine, else it's gone before the week is out.
And that's the truth of it. Starve or sell, bathe or bargain, live or die, the city takes its pound of flesh. And God, he don't visit the poor. Not all of it's grime and dirt, though. Some posh women got rooms with feather beds and wine on the table. The difference? Coin. And the ability to know which gentleman to choose and which to fear. The history of it. Condoms, suppositories, every trick in the book. And still, many fell victim. Poverty and lust. A dangerous mix in these streets.
They whispered secrets to each other in dim corners, over cups of gin or scraps of bread. Linen soaked in vinegar or wine, pressed tight after the deed. It burned a bit, but it saved some. Small wooden or glass pessaries, jammed where a man wouldn't look, coated with herbs like rue, pennyroyal or wild thyme. Bitter, foul, but effective enough for those who could stomach it. Some relied on timing, counting moons, keeping track of the cycle, a knowledge passed down in whispers from older girls to the green ones. Others took herbal teas, strong and choking, hoping the concoction would chase away an unplanned child. Every method carried risk. Too strong and you'd bleed, sicken or worse. Too weak and it failed, leaving a girl to face shame, scorn or a life chained to a child she didn't want. Even the richest gentleman, eager for pleasure, learned to accept these measures. And the little ones, Polly, Mary, some no more than 12, They learn fast. Hunger makes them clever, cruel, and the law don't lift a finger. We save who we can, but often it's too late.
You can't imagine what it's like. Some go mad, some die, some just vanish into the fog of London.
The gents, some proper, some vicious. I take my coin where I choose. Not for scraps, not for crumbs. Posh ones with gold in their cuffs. They get a lady, a smile, and sometimes a night of sin they'll never forget. The clever women sold more than their bodies. They sold control, a small, fleeting power, but theirs. In a city that tried to own them, these secrets were the sharpest weapons a girl could carry. And those who learned them, who survived, kept walking the streets with eyes bright and bodies free, at least until the next client came knocking.
And that's how it works. She takes power where she can. In a city built on sin, some survive with brains, some with charm, some just don't. London, she don't forgive, she don't forget.